And the more we talk about the other cultures around the industry, is how the other cultures or other aspects, so do our musicians also read wide or do wider research? I can tell you for a fact, you can do your research. 2/3 of it right now is based on paparazzi. Shatta, if we talk about your shoe, imagine that there's a Ghanaian who makes shoes. People get to know that whenever a star wears a certain type of shoe, it is authentic. Because music is enjoyed not just by music lovers, but also fashion lovers, but also shoe lovers, watch lovers. Welcome to the show. My name is NanaYaw. As usual, once a week, or these days, I think some may record it more than once a week. Look at some of the big stories and make it waves and share my few thoughts on it. Today, I'm not doing it alone. I have Junior with me. Show is brought to you by Fuse Market. I must say, promote your shop business online. Online, you can still put your product, your shop on Fuse Market. Ubako youngnessfuse.com, YONGNESS fuse.com, FUSE.com/market. Now, what for number now from? And I bet my friend 0240902029. Fuse Market for say, bra, no more Ninya more customers. After so open sound, stage, light, trust, event, make sound the muda clear. Open stage, durable. Papa dia na me can for Otobi logistics almost say affordable quality product and our stage sound trust and amdaba kronim December yes no boss so ni na yes even during the campaign no a lot of organize a lot of rallies set up a lot of the politicians now if wow your wedding or your engagements or your party school, our day, here trust setup for 0240902029. Now only Otobi logistics funding common. Rent stage, sound, trust your papa. Today, I'll be looking at conversations around Shatta Wale saying that people don't take or investors don't take Ghana Music Awards or Ghana Entertainment serious because of some of the things we say on our shows. Also, Stoneboy was saying buying diamond accessories for him and his team, and there was a certain link between Ono and Shatta Wale Rolls Royce. And after we be home, about this whole red a year campaign. A man for say stop red, stop red, stop red. Everybody home come. I'm saying Asakabo is not crass so inya. A bit of hate from this whole thing. So welcome to the show. Now if Mr. Robert subscribe to the channel, Makache must say you have 15,000 followers on Oneplay. Into boy need 15,000. Now if so Uber like a video no. Now share to your friends to watch some. Let's start the show off with Shatta Wale talking about the fact that investors don't like Ghana music because of the things that are said. Personally, I watched the podcast, King's Palace podcast, and I'm and his arguments to me didn't add up. Is it true, sir, investors don't respect us in the industry? Yes. Is it true that the industry radio shows need TV now? What we talk about is always in the negative light. I've explained in the other show and say it's also like that because of so many things. But it is not entirely true that investors don't like us because of what we discuss. Shatta, you and I know that investors don't agree or want to put their money again because of the math. Math means so. The investment is not as equal as the revenue that I generate. And that's business. Most of the people are mobile earlier. I'm talking about the despite more, agicot more, their time. They were doing music investments as a way of helping young people who liked music. Because when they want to put pen to paper, not so it wasn't adding up. Now, any investor who wants to put 100,000 Ghana cedi will ask you as a music executive, how do I make my money? What's the short term, medium, and long term? Most of the time, our calculations now, those investors, no, it doesn't meet, it doesn't tally. So it makes it very difficult for them to come out to want to do it as a full-time business. It doesn't add up. There are other reasons in here investors don't like to take entertainment people serious. One of them, or the other one, is our lack of professionalism in our space. We are not entirely professional when it comes to dealing with investors. And by this, I'm not saying, say, all of us. I'm saying professionally. Our adhering to time, contract, our adhering to rules, the business scope. Sometimes we don't even follow it. Everything must be about us. If it's not about us, then it doesn't make sense. Now, a numerical crowd, a numerical team blue no. Now, investor no try other ways of seeing how we can, quote unquote, and maybe salvage what is left. Artists need be more to me able to be full investor. No, it's not entirely about that. But I would like to hear an opinion from a younger person. So I'm here with Junior. Junior. Yeah. Shatta says investors don't like entertainment people because of what people like you and I say on our shows. What do you think?
I wanted to hit on the professionalism because a lot of artists and professionals, investor are picking isika. So obabe invest in what artists now. Investor no air try set up precedents. It puts people in place to make sure that the work is being done. No artists no one are down for beer or buano 3 years ago. Or didn't say na down for ni music. Inti na down for also cutting ne ho. On cutting ne ho they are many. And those things actually puts investors off. So I think most of the artists ain't yet professional enough, and so investors into me putting in more money and their resources in the artists.
And when I watched Shatta's podcast, he made comments like people talk about the kind of shoe celebrities wear, people discuss Okoto Rolls Royce, people do all that. And I was asking myself, do our musicians also read wide or do wider research? Because you see, in the biggest pop culture industry, which is America, they have the biggest media scope. And the media scope that they have that I can tell you for a fact, you can do your research. 2/3 of it right now is based on paparazzi. At a point in time in the history of journalism, TMZ gave everybody headache. Because now the stars, when they wake up, paparazzi were in their homes. Just to send the video to TMZ for TMZ to break. Once upon a time, Nicki Minaj can say, she almost died and she wanted to call 911. She couldn't call because no, she would say, oh, you call now. The next minute, it will be on TMZ. TMZ doesn't talk about how many roads can be built by Kanye West. They post as a paparazzi platform. I can mention so many. If you go to E is an entertainment platform. They talk about everything. That is why it is called show business. We cannot always sit and talk. And the more we talk about the other cultures around the industry, is how the other cultures or other aspects also bedding. So if we talk about your shoe, imagine that there's a Ghanaian who makes shoes. People get to know that whenever a star wears a certain type of shoe, it is authentic. So we're talking about your shoes only goes to show that we literally want the other industries around the music to grow. Why has Paris Fashion Week become a big thing? Why is it that A$AP Rocky, Pharrell Williams, Kanye, all these big names are extending their music art into other stuff? Because the industry in America puts a lot of emphasis on those parts of the industry so everybody grows. Because music is enjoyed not just by music lovers, but also fashion lovers, by also shoe lovers, watch lovers. It's the same in every industry. If you go to the car industry, let's say Formula One, the biggest Formula One driver, let's say Lewis Hamilton, the way he even looks to sit in the Formula One, now he is with Ferrari, is discussed. So the designer who made the dress gets to also grow. So what if we don't talk about some of these other things, how do we grow the other industry? Once upon a time again, a certain Nigerian, I don't want to mention the person's name, designed the Range Rover, one of the Range Rover Evoques. Why? Because the person's brother is an artist and she is a virtual designer. You can Google it. And to say, I'm Boswa. How do these designers and all these people, they grow? And that is not what makes investors walk away from us. Investors walk away from us also because when they come and we show them what they can use the music to do, half of the time they don't want to listen to us. Even the same investors now come and say, Wale, when artist managers propose even MOU contract, they sometimes get angry. Oh, me ya boa. Now, oh ya boa me na say, or chana offer me na say me say oh me ko bo show ah. O say ma ko bo show wo wechi. Yes, the artists have fault. The industry also have their faults, but the investors, they also have their own fault. So what you heard the young chap, you see, it is not always about what we discuss. What we discuss actually helps you. If we don't discuss you, how do you become the celebrity, the musician for people to find you? Facebook is a big community. We all know you started from Facebook. But I can bet you, say, once we discuss you, we give you a new follower every single time. I can't tell, say, or yet follower or your hater, and now your lover, but your mouth follower. So those are my final words. A 360 will be a Nepata obo. As artists, as industry people, no, yes, we can talk about positivity, and I think we do that a lot. If you go for a radio interview, they play your song, they ask you to talk about your song. And no crime, an artist will come for an interview and they will ask the artist, so tell me about the song. Now because and there's no story around it. My advice is call me 027-111-1170. If you're a young artist and you need strategic PR, strategic PR activities that can help you to not just drop a song, to know what to say, to build emotions around your music, talk to me so that I can help you. Because most of the mobile interview, I say, and you then buy Also, we're in a studio and we just caught some vibe. We catch vibe when we do yeah, for vibe catching and tone. So that's what I think.
One play. Add class to your music.